We're the Higley Knights.
We're the O'Connor Eagles.
We're the Mesa Jackrabbits.
We're the Heritage Academy Heroes.
And you're watching Friday Night Fever.
Yeah!
This is Friday Night Fever!
Hey, this is Buffy College Prep, and you're watching Friday Night Fever!
What's going on, everyone? Good evening and welcome to the 35th season of Friday Night Fever. That song just gives you chills.
Every time.
Arizona's longest running and #1 high school football show. Cameron Cox, Luke Litton on your TV. Lena Washington going to join us in just a few minutes.
Can you believe it? High school football really is back. Time has flown, and it is time for our annual preview show. The small schools started their season tonight, and the big schools, we all know, start next week.
Yeah, it's time to get rolling. Great show lined up for you. We're getting a vibe check. Stopping by some high schools all around the valley. Not everybody, but we hit a bunch. Plus, our Fever Spotlight shines it on Perry's new quarterback. We are on the road with the Higley Knights. Chili is here in studio with us to give you some teams and players to watch and how the sweet plays every week could earn you some scholarship money, folks.
I like the sound of that. But first, and who other than head coach Colin Thomas and the Liberty Lions looking to defend their Open Division title after knocking off Centennial last season. Lions are led by Fever 2023 Coach of the Year, Colin Thomas. But a new year brings new faces, including the quarterback position, as senior Hayden Fletcher is replacing recently graduated quarterback Navi Uzan. Yet the Lions, they aren't naive. They know they enter 2024 with a target on their back.
And that's how we always talk, is we're the hunted, right? Yeah, the rankings say what they say, but that's not going to change our mindset or how we approach it. Every day we're getting better, right? There's no days where we're just stagnant. Staying consistent and getting better every day, and then the end goal is to go back to back.
Yeah, I think we still want to be who we are, how we work, how we go about our business. Obviously, being champions last year is great, but it has no bearing on this year. So we got to go prove it every week.
That pressure is there. We know that we have a target on our back as a team. We know that we're hunted now in Arizona, but it also doesn't change the mindset. Like, we know we want to come out and dominate every Friday night and just dominate the opponent in front of us.
Let's go around the valley in the 6A Premier Region. Basha has a chip on their shoulder after falling short in the open semis last season. The Bears will have a new quarterback after Fever Offensive Player of the Year, DeMont Williams Jr. graduated.
They know it's a new chapter, right? And they know that some people are counting them out with some of the seniors that graduated, but this is a really, really talented group.
An old state championship winning quarterback leading the Huskies. Travis Dixon, the new head coach at Hamilton, back at his alma mater, passing down his QB knowledge to their new quarterback.
Great mentors, Nico Markel, Rock Chalowski, and Beckham Pellant that helped me and guided me through the way, and it's just a dream come true to be able to take the reins.
Chandler hasn't won a state title since 2020 and hasn't been to a title game since 2021.
That's what we're working for. It's the old Chandler culture, trying to bring back is those rings.
In the 6A Fiesta region, new place, same face. Former Horizon State Championship winning head coach Andy Litton takes over at Mountain View.
It's been really cool to follow in the footsteps of great coaches and try to continue that legacy.
New place, same face. That is former Friday Night Fever Coach of the Year Chandler Hovick. After leading Central to back-to-back region titles, he is home, rocking the purple again, taking over his alma mater at Cesar Chavez High School.
There's several teachers who are still here from when I was here. And so these staff meetings are like, Chandler, is that you? We're definitely trending in the right direction. We actually ran out of helmets, had to borrow some from the sister schools down the street.
We had the Mesa Jackrabbits on the Fever last year, coming off back-to-back trips to the playoffs for the first time in nearly 2 decades.
Now it's an expectation, That hasn't been the deal in 15 years, 20 years.
6A, East Valley. Mesa opens up the season against Red Mountain. The Mountain Lions losing 5 straight games to end the regular season and then ended up in the 6A title game.
And they got a taste to be in there, and I don't think that's enough anymore.
6A Central, Brophy, maybe the most talented team in the state, looking to get into the open conversation with 15 players with D1 offers.
It's taken 5 years to build this to where I think we're a competitive 6A football team.
Desert Vista has their 5th different head head coach in 5 years.
I think it helped out that they knew who I was and I've been around the program. So most of these kids I've known since they were sophomores.
Welcome back to the Valley, Jeremy Hathcock. After going up north to coach his alma mater at Blue Ridge, the former longtime Desert Ridge head man is moving to the west side to lead Verado.
We're going to be physical. We're going to come out with a high energy.
ALA Gilbert North has a new head coach. Heisman Trophy winner Ty Deppner comes over from ALA Queen Creek.
It's been great. It's been a good transition. The boys have been awesome.
In 4A, teams on the rise. AZ College Prep with new head coach Steve Vaught.
We've definitely set the goal of winning the 4A state championship.
Marcos Deniza.
Yeah, we're the dark horse of 4A, really.
And Tempe High. Shout out Coach Freeman.
And now we're ready to get back and compete and get back to our competitive ways and hopefully bring home a championship or get in the playoffs, something like that. We're ready to go.
All righty, it's time to whip out the spotlight, the Fever Spotlight, as we head out to Perry High for this week's rendition, focusing on the quarterback position. What would Brock do? Those are the words new Perry quarterback Cale Snyder asks himself when he finds himself in a tough situation. It's a form of motivation inspired by the Purdy brothers, as the sophomore signal caller hopes to follow in their footsteps and put Perry football back in the win column.
Ready, go.
Cale Snyder has always been a Perry Puma.
When my dad coached here, when Brock was here, I was the ball boy, and I've always wanted to come here.
And now as a sophomore, Snyder has been thrust into the starting role after senior quarterback Diesel Taylor moved schools.
When you have a sophomore quarterback, you take your lumps here and there, but we feel he's more advanced than most sophomore quarterbacks.
And Cale looking to emulate some of the best parts of Brock Purdy's game.
He's really, really smart, and he's really calm when he plays, and I try to be exactly like him.
And when in doubt, fake it till you make it.
I need to put it into my mind that I am a senior, even though I'm still a sophomore, but kind of play and act like I'm as old as everybody else and as good as everybody else. I would definitely say just the mental part of it.
Coach knows the transition from the freshman team to varsity won't be easy.
He's going to get hit a lot harder. He's going to see that people are a lot faster on varsity.
And he also has dad, Adam Snyder, former Arizona Cardinal, to lean on for advice anytime, any day.
He really helps me mentally with plays and stuff. We watch film all the time, every week. It's awesome. Any questions I have, I can just go to him and he'll answer it and make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
The grind never stops for number 12.
He's just got to learn that on the fly, and I think he's smart enough, and he's got great coaching around him with what we have as an offensive coaching staff to put him in the best position to be successful.
And Snyder will hold on to what Purdy told him as he was just starting his high school football journey.
I actually talked to him before my freshman year, and he basically just said, keep my head down and keep working, and everything will come to be as it should.
As for Saguaro, they're going through some changes of their own. Darius Kelly is the newest head coach of the SaberCats, marking their third coach in as many years. Now, you might think it can be hard to build a consistent winner with a lot of turnover in recent years, but the standard is the standard.
Say it.
The standard is the standard. That's the biggest thing. When you establish a culture, it doesn't matter who's in the building. They have to fit the standard that is here. So that's just the aspect, and it makes it difficult because you build those relationships, and those relationships go away. But at the end of the day, the standard is the standard, and we just want to uphold that. And everybody that walks through those doors have to uphold to it, and that's how you keep the culture going.
Time for our Fever Flyover. We're going to get a buzz around the entire valley with the man from Rivals and Chili's Fight Club in the summertime. You know him as just Chili, the only man allowed to wear sunglasses here in this studio and not take them off. Chili, it's always good to see you, my friend.
It's because the talent's shining so bright, and I'm not just talking about the guy sitting across from me, but we got stars out here for real.
Give us some teams to watch this year at Arizona High School football.
I'm telling everybody right now, Desert Edge is a team to watch for. This is a team that's going to probably end up somewhere around 8-2. I think Coach MacArthur is absolutely going to flourish this year.
New head coach, right? Taking over for the Carter Twins?
New head coach taking over for, hold on, not just the Carter Twins, but the Arizona Cardinals Coaches of the Year.
Yes, they were.
Them boys did that thing over there. Yeah. So shout out to them on their way to Georgia. But, left the place better than when they found it. And Coach MacArthur, I think, he's been there forever. People are really sleeping on this story. A new amount of energy infused over there, and it's going to be different. I'm telling you, Desert Edge is going to be a problem for that 5A conference playoff.
All right, you mentioned stars. Let's big picture here. Give us some player of the years. Who should we keep an eye on for end of the year season awards already?
Listen, I just have this feeling that Cooper Perry is going to get that same Jake Smith opportunity where Jake Smith was touching the ball like every 2.5 seconds and making things cook.
Throw it to him every time, running him left and right.
You know, look, if this is done right, Logan Powell, the offensive lineman over at Brophy,
Whoa.
listen, my man is an absolute mammoth and is going to be destroying people. And we got a lot of dogs over here. Mountain Point's got an absolute problem on their defensive line in Caleb Jones, and we got flamethrowers everywhere. Wyatt Horton at Pinnacle, Luke Halgo over at Higley.
Cooper Perry at Notre Dame Prep. Coach Prelock always does a good job out there. Chili, give me a national scale because I know you visit schools all across the country.
You know, we can compete with anybody in the country, and I really do believe that. For a long time, people were like, oh, no, Arizona can't be top 10. Arizona can't be top 10. Look, I think we're closer to 5, 6, 7.
I do, too.
We got dudes, and we are still criminally slept on as a state. Stop hitting that snooze button. Like, it's time to wake up and see what we got out here. Come to the desert. Let me put some salsa in your blood and find out what we really doing out here.
Real quick, take off your shades, everybody. Just everybody. This is what he looks like, folks. There we go. Chili, my man, in studio.
You know the deal.
We have a family when it comes to this school at Vista Grande, not just the football team, but the school period.
Next on the Friday Night Fever preview show, the school making noise out in Casa Grande and why football this season will be more important than ever.
And I'm taking Fever on the road again this year. We're revealing our 11 featured teams and checking in with the reigning 5A state champions, the Higley Knights, when we come back.
1, 2, 3. We're the Highland Hawks, and you're watching Friday Night Fever. Let's go!
You're watching Friday Night Fever from Brock Purdy.
They grow up quick, don't they?
They sure do.
Yeah. Welcome back to Friday Night Fever, the preview show for the 4th year in a row. I love these two as well. We're taking Arizona's longest-running high school football show to a campus near you. Fever on the road.
Bringing the energy. You got to bring in 12 Sports journalist Lena Washington. The post-game pep rally continues on the Fever, Lena, and this on the road schedule has you traveling from Avondale to the East Valley and everywhere in between.
Yeah, Luke and Cam, we'll be logging around 500 miles this season. But before we announce our on-the-road teams, we had to check in with some Fever regulars, the Higley Knights out in Gilbert. You'll remember a few years ago, head coach Eddie Zuby dropped that West Side Connection lyric, "Gangsters don't dance, we boogie," right here on the Fever. You heard it, you saw it, so let's boogie on down to H-Town and see what the two-time 5A state champs are cooking up this season. What does it feel like to come in as the back-to-back state championship coach this season?
It feels awesome. It feels amazing. You know, we've done a good job building a good culture here, and we're excited to get these boys out on the field this year. This is the deepest, the most talented team that we've had. Just all the class of 2025 is huge. We have 39 seniors. It's the biggest class that we've ever had.
And this is your senior season.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Tell me what emotions that brings up for you. What is the goal? What is the message?
It's definitely bittersweet, but it's my last ride. We got to go out well, you know. Got the right guys, got the younger guys riding with us, older guys, so I'm feeling nothing but good. So you can expect a lot of competitors. We're not going to give up, and we're going to give everyone our best game. We're coming out here for one goal, and that's that Open Division State Championship.
How much further can this program go this season?
You know, obviously, ultimate goal is going to be the Open because last 2 years have been 5A. So I know that is not just mine, but everybody's on this team. We want to prove that we are an Open team, top 8 team in the state, and of course, just lay it out on the field.
What is the vibe like on campus now that you guys are kind of the team with the target on its back?
We have the expectation, but it's just don't get cocky. You got to take each day at a time. Next drive, just move the chains, move the chains, move the chains. And then our goal is obviously Open State Championship, but you can't get there without going undefeated or close to. So just kind of keep grinding every single day.
Give a message to the Kingdom and all the Knights fans out there.
Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a movie. Hey, let's go. Just watch. Just buckle up and watch. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Classic Friday Night Fever moments you'll only see on the road. This season, we're kicking things off at Arcadia, then bouncing around the valley and beyond.
bringing FNF to Westwood, Coolidge, Cesar Chavez, Kellis, and Boulder Creek. We'll be visiting Vista Grande. We're celebrating homecoming at Marcos de Niza, visiting Westview and Agua Fria, and wrapping up the regular season at Campo Verde in Gilbert. Get ready to strike up the band, hit your best dance moves, and bring the post-game party to the Fever.
Guys, we've already made a lot of core memories on the road, so I can't wait to see which school or student section turns it all the way up for the Fever. We've had guys come out and bring hundreds of fans for the On the Road segment, live studio audience, energy, so I can't wait to get out there.
You know what? We're going to need someone to worm all the way across the field at some point.
I have something new and crazy is going to happen this year. I have a feeling.
Let's set a world record.
Buckle up, Lena. Buckle up.
Yes.
Thanks, Lena.
And girls flag football kicking off its second season as an AIA-sanctioned sport. Mountain View and Campo Verde are the reigning state champs in 6A and 5A respectively. Girls flag, plain and simple, it's growing in the Valley. More than 100 schools are expected to participate this fall, and the Arizona Cardinals have selected Hamilton's Samaya Taylor-Jenkins as the Offensive Player of the Year last season. Now her sights, they're set on a state title and the LA Olympics in 2028.
It's really good that the girls are getting the recognition because we really do deserve it, because flag football is now in the Olympics. It's going to be really big. There's other opportunities for USA stuff to represent our country and just to represent our schools, and I'm just so excited. I'm excited to win because I really do. I have a lot of confidence in our team this year, in our coaching staff, and just everything that our school is providing for us.
How cool is that? Next on the FNF, the football season will mean a little bit more for one team here in the Valley.
I'm Terrell T. Sizzle Suggs, and you're watching Friday Night Fever.
All right, thanks a lot, Sizzle. Welcome back to the Fever Preview Show. When you mention Casa Grande, Union High School, of course, comes to mind. But in recent years, Vista Grande has really started to pick up some steam. Leading the Spartans is head coach John Roberts, Union grad himself with some deep family ties. He has worked for some of the best leaders our state has ever seen. Now it's his turn.
This is my father, Tad Roberts. His real name is Leonard Roberts, but he gets how he get upset.
Look around.
That was there.
Vista Grande head coach John Roberts often does.
This was just cotton fields when I grew up. The Walmart was getting built. You know, I grew up on old Walmart, which is now the Planet Fitness. I'm like that.
Growing up in the heart of Casa Grande, graduating from Union High School in the late 90s, love for his community never changes.
We have a family when it comes to this school.
Man, Friday nights, that's when it's bumping, man. That's when we get turned, you know. That's when the football games, stadiums are filled. We got the game going.
When Coach Roberts took over the program in 2021, the numbers weren't good. The Spartans were coming off a stretch of 5 wins in 5 years.
When we first got here, they never won a homecoming game. A lot of them didn't win their first game of the season.
Since then, they won 19 games, including back-to-back 7-win seasons and one spot away from making the 4A playoffs last year.
When I first got in, we were winning. You know, you go to the barbershop or you go to a local restaurant and they're sitting and they're just proud of you, right? And then you win 7 games and they're like, wow, you're doing good. And then our third year, we won 7 games again. And now they're talking about, so when are we going to have that crosstown rivalry?
Because when I came in with Roberts, he preached to me we're on the up. It's been cool to see. It's just, there's been that trend, that vibe the whole time I've been here, just on the up.
This year is special for many reasons. Coach Roberts started with this senior class as freshmen.
The bond is great, it's 35 seniors, we've all been together since freshman year too.
Making a run for Casa Grande, because we could do it, we can make it state.
Really, really excited about playing. They feel like they have a lot to prove.
This is also his toughest season, the Spartans losing 2 people instrumental to helping grow this program.
As of right now, I get to talking about Robert and I get a little choked up. Can't look at our logo without seeing the touch that Louis brought.
In May, assistant head coach Robert Palacios passed away. Then 4 months later, they lost athletic director Louis Ramirez.
They asked me, Coach, why is this happening to us? And so, we've had to teach. Sometimes, you're going to feel happy. And sometimes you're going to feel sad. And don't worry about the timing of it.
But through tragedy comes togetherness and a bigger purpose to take the field on Friday nights.
They supported the football program, so we kind of just came at it even harder. That just gave us more dedication.
But we know that they would be with us. We know that they would tell us to keep fighting when it gets tough. There's a saying that sometimes our kids need the game of football, and in this instance, a lot of my boys, they need the game of football.
Attacking what we love, being on the field, because that's where they want us to be, so we're on the field attacking it for them.
That's what I'm talking about! That's what I'm talking about, Grant!
Oh, practice was so much fun. Hey, get ready. Next week is the season 35 premiere of Friday Night Fever, Arizona's longest running and #1 high school football show. Starting Sunday, go vote for your game of the week. then be a believer. Catch the season premiere of Friday Night Fever next Friday at 11:35.
What's up, y'all? This is Gunnar Maldonado, Chandler High School, University of Arizona, and you're watching Friday Night Fever.
Fever Sweet Plays is sponsored by Sweet James Accident Attorneys.
All right, each week on The Fever, we're going to announce our top 3 sweet plays of the night, and you're going to go vote for those, your favorite, on 12news.com. At the end of the year, all the weekly winners will be up for the Sweet Play of the Year and a $5,000 scholarship courtesy of Sweet James Accident Attorneys.
All righty, here's the lineup on 12 Sports this week. Tomorrow night, well, actually, later today, it's the season debut of 12 Sports Locker Room after NASCAR. Then on Sunday night, it's 12 Sports tonight at 10:30. 12 News, your official Arizona sports station.
Luke, we are here. We are in the thick of things.
Yeah, it's about to get crazy busy. Best kind of busy we could ever ask.
That's right. We'll see you next week, everyone, at 11:35. The season 35 premieres. Thank you so much for watching. Good night and God bless.